changed the lock on my front door. I changed the number on my phone. I changed the kind of car I drive. I changed the kind of clothes I wear. I changed the tracks underneath the train. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town. I changed the name of this town.
The way I describe what the barn dance music is traditional and alternative forms of American roots music. It basically, for the most part, is shunned by the big industry.
When Ronnie Mack talks about roots music, he's talking about traditional music before we got into kind of like more modern progressions and jazz and different things like that.
This was called I Hate Loving You. Grab a partner. When I see you on the street, you look at me like dirt. When we're all alone, you're sweet and I forget the hurt. I'm ashamed to say so, but I know that it's true. I can't stop loving you. I love to hate you, but I can't, you see. Heaven only knows what's wrong with me. Lord above, please help me. What am I gonna do? I hate loving you. I hate loving you.
The great thing about the California musical experience is that it is truly American in its genesis, and that's what the barn dance always had at its center. I think is a sense of 20th century kind of expressionism. You know, late 20th century expressionism, post World War II, Corvette Stingray, Jet Age. You know, hillbilly music.
It was back in '88 when Ronnie was doing the barn dance at Johnny White's Little Nashville out in North Hollywood. And went up there and it was nice, it was fun, and then James Burton walked in, you know, the great guitarist for Elvis and all those Ricky Nelson records, and man, he's up there just, you know, doing it, and I thought, hey, this is the spot to be here.
Ain't gonna look much better somewhere down the road. Things are gonna turn my way somewhere down the road. We're gonna be together really somewhere down the road. I'm gonna have my day. Well, watch another lonely sunset. I'm feeling a little lost and low, like a big old train rumbling deep down in my soul. Knowing that the day is ending, I keep singing my song. Well, I gotta pick up the pieces, I gotta keep moving on. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking.
In the late great Golden State, it's getting hard to negotiate when you're one slip from a grim fate in the late great Golden State.
Well, there's always been country music and jazz and blues and R&B and all sorts of underground folk musics in California. I mean, Merle Haggard is born and raised in California, you know, same as Brian Wilson. It's just two different Californias.
Bakersfield sound was created by Buck Owens and Merle Haggard, Wynn Stewart in the old days, the 50s and the 60s, and it's just characterized by loud Telecaster, Fender Telecaster guitars, really crackling band, you know, popping drums, and just hardcore, honky-tonk, keep the dance floor rolling music, you know.
In the key of E. Yeah, I'm busted in Austin, walking around in a daze. Yeah, I'm just sitting in the slammer, looking through these bars at the haze. And it'll all clear up, 7 months and 29 days. Now keep the Lone Star cold, the dance floor hot while I'm gone.
It's cold here in my socks are wet from the rain. I can't forget that I left someone. It's cold here in London. Piccadilly is a circus, so I found some cafe out on Charing Cross. Yeah, I must have sat for hours, hours in the rain, drinking coffee and feeling lost. And I swear
Palomino was the most famous joint on the West Coast. I mean, it was the stop in the day. You know, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, I mean, Buck Owens, I mean, everybody that was anybody played there. Anybody new coming to town, you'd see them there. I mean, it was the first stop. However you got to town, and if you were here to play music and you were of that genre, you went there. If you got there on Thursday, you were there on Monday.
The Palomino, going back to the 50s and 60s, was the hotbed. The Palomino, next to the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, was the second most important building in country music probably in the world.
gave me all I was looking for. Gave me good times and a whole lot more. Gave me a rose and a good luck charm. He gave me two strong loving arms. Won't you take it away? Won't you take it away? Take it away. Need your love. Won't you take it away? Give me a chance to go your way.
A girl that thinks I'm funny, and not just when I got some money. Someone who knows the town, and not the other way around. I want a girl that's it. I want a girl that's it. I want a girl that's it, but not that hip.
It does come back to Ronnie Mack and Ronnie being a kind of guy that you know, saw a need for this, you know, and you know, it's a pretty thankless task, like I said, and to keep it going and to keep it as a valid enterprise, you know, it takes a lot of effort on his part, and the people that volunteer to work with him, you know, and it just, you know, it's staggering to me, because if the barn dance was to stop, you know, for example, when the Palomino closed, or when Jack's Sugar Shack closed, and the barn dance was gone, this type of music died in LA.
And he does it for love. I mean, I am not really guessing in saying that. I intuitively just know. He loves. I've watched him watch music. I've stood with him in the wings and watched him watch another performer, and he's watching it as a fan. He does it because he loves music.
Julie works the truck stops up Nevada, out on Highway 395. She never gets a postcard from nobody back in Tulsa. They don't even know she's still alive. She didn't set out to be no lady of the night. Down that lonesome road she never meant to go. She's just living day to day, and sometimes there's hell to pay when you leave your heart out in the snow. Well, Billy sleeps out in the alley behind the Hard Luck Bar and Grill. Drinks a quart of midnight train just to keep his weary brain.